Welcome to episode 29, Dirty Water Dispatch. Very special guest, Luis Vasquez, ball attendant. We got Lesley. We got DC, Italy Jet, and Luis Vasquez. What's going on, everybody? Luis, thank you for your time. Thank you for coming on. DC, Lesley, how you doing?
Doing well.
I think we're all pretty excited to be here, especially
Got me
Gino,
pumped
right?
up.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm stoked. I had to give him a very good. Got to give that from the chest. From the chest.
I love that. I had to sit up a bit when I heard that. I'm ready. I'm fired up. So I appreciate the invite. Thank you so much.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Lesley, how you doing?
I'm doing really well, really well. So excited for this particular episode, number 29. That's
DC,
awesome.
how's it going?
It's going well. Can't complain. I've been excited for this. I got to speak with Luis about a year ago, maybe a little less. Very impressed with him. I think he's a great representative as far as the Red Sox, and I'm stoked that you two get to meet him and discuss some things.
Definitely. Luis, how's your afternoon going?
Thank you. I'm hot. My AC's on, so if you have trouble hearing me, let me know. And I try to wear a cool shirt for this, but I'm still cooking.
Great shirt.
Yeah, but I love being here and
great shirt.
Exactly. That's the vibe right now. I got to ride the wave.
Ride it.
Thank you for having me on.
No problem. And then after the All-Star game, especially riding the wave, let's talk about before riding the wave. How did you get your start as a ball attendant with the Boston Red Sox?
Yeah, it's funny you asked me that. So today, I've been feeling nostalgic. I've been looking at old pictures. I started in 2007, which is crazy. And next season will be 20, which is insane to think about. Wow. I still feel good, young at heart. It's fun. And what I was trying to do today was track down the guy who pretty much pulled me by the shirt and got me back on track to wanting to work for the Red Sox, which I really didn't imagine in the first place. His name is Andre White. So if Andre White happens to listen to this, or if anyone here knows Andre White, send him my way. But he's been like MIA. He's been under witness protection or something, and I haven't been able to track him down since he left the team, which was years ago. And so what happened was my mom had a newspaper clipping that she put on my wall, thumbtack, and it was for a 2-day job fair at Fenway for ushers and ticket takers, greeters, etc. Day of game positions, and I totally disregarded it on day one, and then I had no intention of going on day 2 of 2. And it's funny how you look at it now. You're like, I'm just gonna do it for my mom, right? No, that's not for her. That's for you, right? Listen to your parents. And so day 2 pretty much was coming to a close, and I was still home. And so literally my mindset was, I'm just gonna do this for her and tell her I went. So I went thinking that they would turn me away because I got there late. I actually went up the elevator through gate D, past the time that it was scheduled to end, and the place was still buzzing. I went up to level 4, to the club level, and I remember peeking in through the side of the club, through those side doors, and seeing everyone wearing a nice suit, nice shirts with their collars, their little portfolios with their nice resumes tucked in. I didn't have any of that. I had jeans on. I had a non-field cap, a fitted, and a t-shirt, and I was so ashamed. To me, that was my growing up moment. Gotcha. That exact moment. I grew up right there and then. But what happened was I was too ashamed to walk in the room when I saw that. And I said, nope, but now I can tell my mom I came. And that's that. So I turned around, went back to the elevator to leave. And then this gentleman, a minute later, comes over. I don't know why the elevator didn't arrive quickly, but that's just fate. And he said, are you good? Are you okay? Are you looking for something? And I'm like, oh, I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just heading home. And he walked towards me, got closer. The elevator was there. And I'm like, okay, do I talk to this guy? Do I leave? Right. And Andre pretty much put his arm around me and he said, young man, you came in here for a job. So come with me. And he turned me around and we walked together like this back into the club. And people were still in line. The thing was still going pretty strong. And he told me to fill out the application, let him know when I was done. I did that. He put me at the front of the line of all those people who were dressed up so nicely. And then there were a bunch of tables that represented different departments. And I got hired on the spot on my first table. And I couldn't believe it. And I just kept asking them if they were sure, if they really wanted to do that. I even said like, but look at me. Are you sure? And I was 17 at the time. I remember saying that, and they were cracking up, and I was just so serious and dumbfounded. You want to hire me? And so if it wasn't for Andre White doing that and looking out, which he totally didn't have to do, I wouldn't have had this roller coaster of a ride going into season 20 next year. And it's been amazing. That's how I got my start.
Wow. Holy cow. Lesley.
So Andre White, where are you? Trying to connect. I'm trying to take you out to eat. I owe you a meal. I don't know. We'll see if I can get him. But I owe it to him.
Always take care of the people that take care of you. I like that.
Exactly. And that, for my Red Sox career, really put things in perspective, to share the journey. That's what I try to do.
Awesome. Lesley, we'll go with you, then DC.
Okay. So I've been there since 2007. So that means
Good
you
year to
got
join.
to watch a World Series win your first year, yeah?
Yeah, on year one. And it was quite an experience. You don't just walk into things like that. So I was really lucky. Grew up watching the Red Sox, grew up a fan. My dad got me into it. And I couldn't believe I was there. Once I was there, once I was hired, once I was, working shifts and being at the ballpark, feeling the energy and having access to certain things that I may have or may have not been allowed to have, I still was like, wow, this is all I'm gonna do here. So enjoy it, take pictures, put your shoes on the dirt, and you're not going to be here much longer. I thought I was going to be in and out, and I was pretty wrong about that. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I have two follow-up questions to that. So what was your position that you got hired on for, or was it this? And then best story you have from your first year there.
Okay, so
publicly.
Absolutely. Yeah, now I can share it, but and I've told it before, but it's the story that I love from that year is arriving on parade day. I was supposed to just help out, didn't know what I was supposed to do. I reported for duty, and the duck boats were leaving, and one of the really like highly ranked security officials who I was cool with told me to run and to go get on that boat. And it was one of the last few boats. Yeah. And now you have a decision to make, right? Now you're like, my job or a suspension or whatever it is, I'm going to get in trouble. I shouldn't. But I remember not thinking twice about it, knowing all these things. And I took off. I ran. The duck boats were moving. I caught up to it. I jumped up on it, and the people on the boat helped me up, and I got to enjoy that boat. I was 18 years old. So that's something that you only live once sort of moments. And now I've had the pleasure to experience 3 of those.
Yeah. Duck boat parade rider.
Amazing. So to do that at such a young age after growing up a fan and still being young and having the pleasure to do that and having the honor to do that, the privilege to do that, it's a dream scenario. It's a dream. I didn't care if I was going to get fired. I was like, this is worth it, right? I think any fan would do that. This was so worth it. And,
I'm considerably older than everyone here, but I've been a fan since I was 3. So if they would have won at 86, that would have been like an absolute dream scenario for me. But that's amazing. That's an amazing story. That's a good one for sure.
And I wasn't really in yet in the organization like that. Too in to have at least a little bit of juice to be like, oh, he's good. Just did it. So I first got hired as a greeter. So I was a greeter that year. And so I was on the premium levels just as like a human arrow, go this way, go that way. And that's what I did my first year. Yeah.
That's pretty good though. That's a good position to have.
Agreed. Yeah, it was
especially
nice.
on the premium levels, you get to meet some good people up there.
Definitely did. So year one at 18 years old was just a dream. And so that made me
for sure
keep wanting to come back. It was cool.
Very good.
Awesome. DC.
Yeah. So obviously you have a lot of interaction with fans. It's probably, a lot that you do, especially obviously you're right next to them. Is there any one moment in all these years that stands out to you that's like a really special moment? I'm sure you have a ton, but is there one?
I do have a ton. I just had one recently, which is a rare first, which is I got a thank you card that just made me stop in my tracks. I got this thank you card from, I think she's 8 now, and she was 6 at the time, from a baseball that I gave her 2 years ago. And I already, to begin with, when a little girl comes up to me, I have a soft spot for being a girl dad already. And
Right.
so when she handed me this card and it was artsy, like my daughter loves to do on her papers, and the message was so sweet, and she was there with her sister and her dad, I I just didn't know how to embrace that moment enough for her to know how thankful I was. And especially that day, I wasn't having the greatest day to begin with before I got to the ballpark. I was pretty overwhelmed. I was pretty overworked. And then I get to the ballpark, and the ballpark's always kind of like my sanctuary. And so for her to come through and to allow me to end my day on such a high note, that to me was a very rare first. And I really appreciated that. So moments like that, where I can have an impact on a kid, boy, girl, or even someone with special needs, that's why I'm there. And that's what I try to do. I try to scan for anyone I can make the experience special for, because I truly feel like, looking back at my experiences going to Fenway as a kid, I don't remember. I can't tell you if we won or we lost that day or those games that I went to, but I'll remember the wink. I'll remember the baseball I got. I'll remember the handshake. I'll remember the high fives. Those are the things I remember. Those are the things that I feel like kids leave the ballpark with and can enhance the experience. So to me, that has been, and I told her and I told the dad, like, that moment to me is top 5 during my time at Fenway with the Red Sox.
That's awesome. I think I remember seeing you posted something about that, right?
It was very recent. Yeah, I posted it, I think, a couple of days ago.
That's awesome.
And
yeah,
it was amazing. And they just so happened to be a Red Sox photographer next to me who happened to be there for the right moment.
Yes.
And that was amazing. That's how I got those shots.
That's perfect.
So it's just coincidence. But
sure,
I was so touched. Yeah.
Having a rough day.
I was very touched by that.
Something like that to lift you up. So that's cool.
Absolutely. Yeah. Love it. But you have tons of moments like that at Fenway. Tons. They're endless. Yeah. And that's what, the fact that you can keep on giving and sharing the Fenway magic, that is contagious. That's an addiction. That's why I go. I mean, I'm a fan first. Right. And then second, like I make sure I share that. And I don't care if you're in the 20th row, if I spot you, I want to, like, hey, how are you? Come down. Let me give you something. Here's some dirt, or here's a little fan pack or whatever. Well, I'll get you a ball, whatever it is. Like I want to make sure I make it as special as possible for everyone that I interact with.
I love that. Shout out to got that photo was Sarah, correct?
Yeah. Sarah Bolecki, very talented Red Sox photographer. Not even just a Red Sox photographer. She is a talented photographer, period.
Yeah.
Definitely. Seen a lot of her pictures on X. Very, very talented. Hopefully she's here for years to come.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this photo here in my background, so you don't have to see like the rest of this room.
I see.
I think she took it, and I pulled it earlier, and I pulled it because I thought it was so cool that everyone's celebrating the home run. I don't know if you can. Oh, it's kind of behind my name.
I see it a little bit. Yeah,
you can see it. Okay,
on the right too. Yeah,
but I'm also celebrating with everyone like this, and she took that picture. So I'm like, man, that is amazing. She's so great at what she does. So I think she took that, and I'm so thankful to all the content creation team at Fenway who do a great job capturing these special moments.
For sure, they need to win a lot of Emmys, to be fair. So for me, you've seen players come and go, big time players, the fan clubs that are near you when you're on the side right there as a ball attendant. What was the ones most fascinating and like that just lit a fire under you? Like, let's go. Because you know how players could be an impact when they come to Boston. We've seen many of them pass through. What was the one the one fan club, or it could be fans that are even from Europe or Asia? What was one fan clubs that stood out to you?
The ones that stand out to me, period, like no matter what happens, are the Japanese fans. Cool. So whenever we have Japanese players, they don't just come to watch or to try to get a glimpse of that player, which is a big piece of why they come. Like, they are so appreciative culturally to just get a look at that player, whoever they're coming to root for in person. That to them, they're good. They're all set. And to me, that's amazing. It's so simple and so nice. I feel like here culturally, we always want more and more and more and more, right? That's like American culture, right? Just the hustle. And I think Japan, they've got it a little differently. They're they do things differently than us. Here, we're always go, go, go.
Right.
They kind of slow down a bit with that, and they come and they appreciate, and they do it in such a simple way that I've always been in awe. I've always had deep admiration for the Japanese crowd, the Japanese fans who come to Fenway. to just get a glimpse of Okajima or Daisuke. Ohtani visiting players as well. That's huge.
Oh yeah.
You think it's a Dodgers game, but everyone wants to see Ohtani. Ohtani's a god right now. He's the best.
That's absolutely true. That's absolutely
true.
For
so another thing that comes with big Japanese buzz and players is Japanese media. So every time that the Japanese media and the Japanese fans are in the building, it feels like a playoff game because they go big. They go big. They are in the kindest way possible, like just obsessively following what they went for. And it's so cool to watch. It's so cool to see. It just adds so much to the environment.
You know what's really funny about that? I was actually on Japanese media when Yoshida first signed here when I went to Fenway. And I was like, what is going on? Because there was like they had a team. Let's say, I don't know if I ever told you this, they had a 4-man team that came and went to like anybody that had a Yoshida shirt on, right? Or a jersey or something. And I know Aurochs Buffaloes. I love the Aurochs Buffaloes in Japan. So I told them a little bit. They were just shocked. And it was really cool because the Yoshida wave, especially the Uehara wave here, like something I've never seen.
Oh, yeah.
It was amazing.
Absolutely. I think now with the growth of social media, now you're starting to see a lot more of these like sub fan clubs.
For sure.
Grow, and you've got people who are in deep admiration and are all about pumping out anything to do with Marcelo, right, or Roman or Jaron Duran. He's got a pretty big following.
A big one.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Amanda. Yeah. So they are pretty loyal, pretty strong on their support, and all of that, just all these things just in the blender make the Fenway experience. People are passionate. The Red Sox are back.
Amen. Leslie, go ahead.
I mean, knock on wood for the Red Sox are back. You say Fenway experience, and I know that people have a very strong opinion, either one way or the other. I am all for, especially not being from there, but I did spend all my summers there as a kid, and I get there as often as I can. I have a 20-game package for the Sox right now. And
nice.
I think that the Fenway experience is actually something. And I know that people go, oh, no, it's ridiculous. And, let's just focus on baseball. But to anyone else that's not from there, I really believe that the Fenway experience is something that we can get, people hyped up about. And it's so much fun. And if we can just embrace that it is an experience and maybe not like, don't spend any money, but have a great team, but also it's a Fenway experience. They're going to sing Sweet Caroline and they're going to, get the crowd going. And it's one of the most fun ballparks I've ever been in my entire life, not just as a Sox fan, but in general. I mean, what are your thoughts on that? I mean, I think the Fenway experience is something that is an actual thing, not just a way to make money, but I think it's something that I think everybody can take their time out and enjoy.
Yeah, no, and I'm glad you brought it up because I know during the off season and the previous off season before this past one, people were really knocking that perspective.
Right.
But I'm with you. I believe in the Fenway experience because we could have the worst team in the league. People are still going to show up. Mm-hmm. And if you are just to connect the two sides, because I think that side wants to win and grow the game, right? And things of that nature. If you want to grow the game, then you have to believe in the Fenway experience because we're bringing new generations to Fenway and people from all around the world to believe in the power and the magic of the Red Sox. So the Fenway experience is there whether you like it or not. It's not going to go anywhere, and you're still going to come and you're still going to root for the team. And I love that about the Red Sox. Just love it or hate it, how things are going. We're loyalists. I say I'm a fan. We're all fans.
Like Will. To the core, no matter what.
We're still going to watch. And even if they want to go like this, all those people who are hating, they're still like that.
Brown bag. The brown bag, yeah.
They're still watching. They're still looking. They're still rooting. And when things go well, guess who's back, right? So the Fenway experience is real. No, it's all good. I do that too.
Just drop the ball on the floor. Sorry for the loud.
I try not to do that when I'm working, but I drove that a baseball around.
There you go. Right.
But I believe in it though, 100%.
Yeah, and I think it's funny because there's a lot of people from the New England area that knock it. However, not being from there and having the Royals are my home team town for all intents and purposes. They don't have that there. I mean, no one's like, oh yeah, I'm going to the K. Like, what are they going to do? They don't have that. And so to me, like saying, oh gosh, it's just Fenway. It's not just Fenway. It's
Not
like
just Fenway.
the old ballpark and the amazing greats used to play there. I mean, yes, you have George Brett, you have Saberhagen and all those guys, and Bo Jackson, not knocking any of those guys. It's an amazing experience. You just don't have the history. You don't have all the things there because it is still Fenway Park from 1912.
Absolutely.
I mean, they've
And
extended it and it's changed, but it's still Fenway Park from 1912.
right. Yeah. Absolutely. I totally agree with you. I have that same
But I'll
perspective.
nerd out about
share it.
Fenway and the Red Sox all day long.
Right.
So
100%. And walking in there, even being there this long, I know, and I tell myself, and I truly feel to just never take it for granted. It's
Okay.
Fenway. It's special. It's like just this special.
Aura. It's an aura.
There's an aura, like literally, like when you're driving on the Cambridge side across the river, you see it. It's an aura. It's glowing, and it is like a museum. It is something that doesn't compare to anything else. It's an experience. You can't knock it. There's no other way to go about it.
There's no other way. It's just, it truly to me is heaven on earth. So whenever I hear,
Absolutely.
people go, it's just whatever. I'm like,
Yeah.
you just don't understand.
No, exactly. And it's special. It even for me, like you'd think like, oh, he's used to it. He's there. He does this, does that.
Every
No,
single
like,
time I'm there, it doesn't change.
Right. Every time I walk in, I'm like this, or like when I walk into the field, and a couple times a game, some people are like, "Are you praying?" I'm like, "No, I'm looking down. I'm like this, looking down at myself, like, whoa, look at what I'm wearing. Look at where I am." I do that every game that I work. I appreciate it, and I look. I'm like, whoa, look at me. This is crazy. Like POV, right? Never would have thought.
To be on that dirt, to be on that grass.
Right. Yeah. And even little things
people
like
think
I look
I'm
around
crazy because I'm like,
no, hey, no,
it's me touching the grass.
it's totally,
dirt, grass, everything.
I'll give people dirt sometimes, or
that's
pieces
right.
of grass.
I do. I just gave someone dirt that went.
Right.
I don't know. So they're watching this. It's going to be not a surprise anymore. But I just sent them Fenway dirt because I wasn't able to go because I just had surgery. But
wow. Well, if you need more, let me know.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah,
my ticket rep's amazing. Morgan's amazing. So
there's certain things. I got you. There's certain things I can't bring myself to do when I'm there though, because I have so much respect for Fenway. I look around, you see some folks maybe, which is a part of the game, right? Like a player or an umpire, like spit on the field or something, or there's sunflowers, whatever it is. I'm like, wow, I could never do that. It's not in me. I can't spit on the Fenway ground. No way. I could never bring myself to do that. Just have so much admiration for where I am.
So what is your ball attendant duties? I know they probably changed over the years. What is the duty this year? Because you've had a lot. I mean, you got new jerseys coming in and everything. So what's your day-to-day like?
So a typical day-to-day is trying to make sure before you get to the ballpark to be as well-versed as possible on what's going on during the pregame ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
Now, half the time, you don't have a full view of it because we have surprises, special guests, VIPs, things of that nature that will not be advertised even internally sometimes. So it's a nice surprise. You never know who you're going to see at Fenway. And we arrive, get there, suit up a couple hours before the game is supposed to start. And I get dressed and we go right into, I'll call it like a production meeting. And we go over the PA script page by page. And we look at where we need to handle logistics, and we coordinate a lot of the things that happen there in pregame. You see us out there walking people out and getting groups in order and getting people where they need to be, positioning them, telling them what's going down and how, situating them, giving them the lowdown, a lot of things. So there's a lot of work that goes on before the game, and we have to radio up and everything. So being able to tear that off, I mean, after we're finished with it, like the greatest feeling in the world. I'm like, all right, now it's baseball.
Amen.
And
Amen.
it's like two halves of the job. So it's that, and then being the ball attendant, being on the sidelines from your tiny piece of the pie, contributing to that Fenway experience, and through like a tiny sliver of that piece of the pie, it's pretty unique and pretty special to be in a position where you help to keep an MLB game moving, which is awesome too. So it's a pretty unique position. I love doing it. People ask me if I love making plays and all that. I think when I first started doing it regularly,
Right.
or filling in, it was like, okay, I got to make the play. I got to be ready. I'm ready. And I was a little more jumpy. Now I'm like, nah, this is more about, let me make this really impactful for these groups over here in the second, third, fourth, 20th row. Let me be more of like a ball retriever instead of like jumping at everything. So, the plays come, and those tend to be more of like the instinct ones, which I prefer to have versus something more routine. I tend to bum the more routine ones, but then the instinct ones, I'm like, hey, gotcha.
Love it.
So yeah, that's what it's about for me. That's how it is when we get in.
Man,
That's amazing.
I love that. I love that. Leslie, you're up.
So I'm going to pivot to this season, and let's talk about the first half of the season. What are your thoughts on the first half of the season?
Okay, so we started hot.
Yeah. Well, we did.
Started hot.
True.
Opening day was
True. It's true.
But what I mean by starting hot, I mean opening day was like,
it was fire. I was there. It was amazing.
Dream.
Like it was like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That was like, okay, this is what this team is. Looked great on paper. They're living it out. They're doing it.
Exactly what you wanted to be on opening day. That was the thing.
Exactly. It was perfect. Good weather too. We've had opening days where it was colder than the Winter Classic. And that's not fun, and New England, you just never know what's going to happen weather-wise. I remember a couple weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I was back to wearing like 3-4 layers because it was cold that night. Couldn't believe it. I'm like, it's June. What are we doing? I think that, you look at something as significant as a Devers trade. That's really something to decipher, right? And to analyze really well. We don't really know exactly what the chemistry was like, or is, or was, or is now.
Gotcha.
But,
I don't know that we need to know that actually, but yeah.
Yeah, to me, to see the turn when something happened and the external public already counted you out because you traded someone like Devers away, I think it's so beautiful for these guys to rally and be like, nah, we're tremendously locked in. Watch out.
Yes.
So
that's exactly what I needed them to react like, though. That was amazing.
Exactly. And a few games after the trade, and this is why I brought up the trade, folks were worried, right? We didn't do too well. And that's normal. I wasn't worried about it. And really, it's so easy to say now, right? But I really wasn't worried about it because of how early we were in the season and how much faith I also do have in what our management is doing and the opportunities that we have to send folks up and down, and we have the trade deadline coming up. Now, the only part where I was like, oh man, if we need to learn from past experiences is that last year we were going into the All-Star break pretty hot. We did the same this
That's
year.
the hesitation. Like,
I know.
So we'll see what happens.
We were hot right up until, and then it was like we couldn't win for losing.
Right.
Oh my goodness
so
gracious.
That's where we are now. But I do have faith because on paper we look pretty good, and now we're looking even better. And there's a method to the madness, and I think we're due for something pretty special to happen. I kind of wish Netflix was covering this season.
Don't you?
Thank you. We've been talking about that for a while now. Leave me in.
That would be a great watch.
That'd be awesome.
I mean, it was a great watch, but imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, it would have been phenomenal. I mean, this year would have been so much fun to do. But yes, and it's like I just wrote an article that
nice.
our person Pete just put out, but it was like you just had read it before you even said it. But as you just have this momentum, it just feels different this year. It feels like we're on the right track. We've got everything going in the right direction. So if this actually do happen, and I know we have like a 9-game stretch of NL teams that are the first in their divisions, in their representative, areas. So it's going to be challenging, but I think if all these things go right, I think we've got a chance for October ball, which is what we've all been waiting for 4 years. So
absolutely, we're going to go nuts for it. But
we're going to go crazy.
I was looking at the schedule, and I was excited for the Dodgers to come in. Personally, I'm like, oh word, like it's the Dodgers, Ohtani, and I'm like, oh no, that's not good. All right, we got to we got to get them.
Just a couple innings, though, so you're okay. You're okay.
I was there one time. I think it's last season with the Angels, and he absolutely cooked us. But it was such a pleasure to watch this magician at work. He's such a special player.
I don't often wear other teams. Like call me Kylie Kelsey kind of person. I'm only going to wear my team. I did sport a Dodgers shirt when they played the Royals because Ohtani was pitching. So
see, that's the effect.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you a pass.
And I really don't like the Royals, but I mean, like Ohtani was pitching. Give me a break. Like this is,
Yeah.
Come on.
Ohtani's like the exception to the rule. It's okay. You can like Ohtani.
But also Dave Roberts, because like I said, I'm older. So Dave Roberts till the day I die. Till the day I die. And Mookie, but like Dave Roberts till the day I die.
And Mookie, I know. It gets conflicting. It gets conflicting. My view on it since I was very little.
Dave Roberts, there's not even a
Cue the depression, Louise.
Right.
Cue the depression.
Exactly it. I've always believed since I was little that you could have an AL team and an NL team. And for me, the NL team growing up was the Dodgers. And since my family and I have been doing a lot of San Diego since maybe about 2018, we've kind of adopted the Padres, who also have similarities with the Red Sox, right? And they're, I would say,
I love a couple people out there. Yeah.
The Dodgers and Padres thing is kind of like Red Sox, Yankees, and especially when you compare the payrolls and all, like, historically, a lot of similarities there. So I've kind of adopted the Padres. We love the Padres at home, but it's hard to ignore the things that root for in the Dodgers too. But
I mean, Dodgers, Solo X, I can love them too. But
exactly.
It was like there's one time I've done it one time. So, but it was, how do you turn down watching Ohtani pitch? You just can't do that. So
you can't. No. So we'll see how it goes this time around when he comes into town.
For sure. It'll be fun.
I think if I'm going to adopt anybody, I guess it would be the Cardinals since I do live in St. Louis, but I do like the Padres. I know. I do like the Padres though too. I'm a Tatis Truther Jr. So
Tatis all day.
That is my guy. That is my, especially with his dad playing in St. Louis and watched him, especially with the three home runs in one inning before. Like love it. DC, you're up, buddy.
I'm muted. All right, I'll try to get one in quick before I get interrupted. So you just kind of touched about how excited you are as far as the Dodgers coming. Is there any team this year that's already came other than the Dodgers that you're looking forward to having in town? Whether it's fan interactions you have with their team or, favorite players. Obviously, I don't know if the Padres come this year or not, to be honest with you.
No, I think this year we went to them.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And they're not coming. And that's all a part of MLB's effort to make sure every team plays each other, right, each season. So sometimes they'll come, sometimes they won't. I was pretty bummed out Tatis didn't make the trip last season when we played the Padres.
Yeah.
There's two guys to me who are it, right, from a fan standpoint, is Tatis and Ohtani. Just to lose out on seeing Tatis perform at Fenway was a huge bummer for me. But I got to see the Padres. Padres are one. I do like seeing returning players come back. I love being on hand for those. That's so cool. It's so cool to see them on the top step in a way that they didn't do maybe when they were in Boston. I think when you're in Boston, you appreciate it. People know what they're in. They embrace it. They love it. But there's something about like losing it, right? Not having Fenway anymore and being able to return and be like, wow, it just kind of cements the fact that this place is special for a lot of players who come back. And to see that on their faces, like they're like fans too. And you don't see that look. You don't really see that fan mask on them when they're playing for the Red Sox. You see it more when they come back and the appreciation that they have for what Fenway was and is. So at least we got Xander, right? We had Xander come back last year when Tatis couldn't, and we got to welcome him back. And, so just honored to be there just a few feet away from him, like, welcome back, bro. And he loved it. He loved being back. That was cool to see. JBJ also, when he was on the Blue Jays, you could tell, man, he was like, wow, I love this place. So seeing that to me is cool.
Fun. Yeah, to see any of them come back. I know when Mookie came back and, or Pedro or any of them. The one recently that stands out, even though it was a Bananas game to me, because I'm friends with him, is when Keith Folk got out to pitch because he hadn't pitched in Fenway since he left. And I know for him, having known him a little bit, it was very, I was so proud watching that because just to get him in that mindset of, you can go pitch, you're going to be fine. Credit to his girl Jen on that one.
How did he do, by the way?
He did really well. He did really
good.
well.
He was nervous. He was nervous.
He was nervous?
Oh, you could tell the nerves were
Oh
like.
yeah. Oh
He
yeah.
looked like me. The anxiety was just washing over him, and
Nice.
You can read his lips. You can read his lips when he's walking out
Right.
too.
yeah, he did really well, and I was just to have him feel that energy. And I know he's back there a lot for different things since he still works with the Sox a lot.
Yeah.
But he's not out there pitching, and like you said, the energy that Fenway Park will give you, especially when you threw the last out of the World Series that they won in 86 years. I mean, that was a big one, and just the energy that Fenway will give the returning players that we just love more than anything. It's so much fun to watch. I mean, just as a fan to watch it and to see the joy on the players' faces is something as well.
Yeah, so, it's a big deal. Every game is a big deal. Everyone who comes through there is treated like a big deal, rightfully so. And even my wife, she drops me off sometimes, which I'm so thankful for. And we live nearby. We're in Cambridge, across the river. But when she drops me off, she can tell there's like a shift in me. And lately, she's like, "Are you nervous? Are you? What's going on with you?" Like, yeah. Like, she's like, "Why are your hands sweaty?" I'm like, "God, it's almost game time. I'm about to walk in there." And so I think for anyone, I can't imagine players who have to play, right? All that pressure and everything that comes with that. If me, an employee, feels that way, I can't imagine the guys who have to perform on the field.
It's amazing. It's such a fun experience.
The surgence of the Roman Empire and then, Marcelo Meyer. Did you expect this, or did you think it would take him a few games to, since you're right there, take him a few games to get adjusted? Because every young player, 21, and I forgot how old Marcelo is, and even Campbell, what kind of experience was that for you?
Yeah, for me, deep down, now I can say it because they're up here, but I felt like from the beginning when things started to not go so well after the hot start, I'm like, I swear, I feel like the story of the season is going to be that the kids come up and save the day. And so, once they're up, let them do what they need to do. And I feel like that's been the shared approach, right, by management to just let them play out, let them settle in and get comfortable. And now you're seeing that pay off with Roman Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
And with all of them, but Roman had, I think, the slower start of the three.
Yes.
And when you look at immediate production, and to me, I'm heavily, like everyone else, rooting for these guys to help us pull through. And it feels special. It feels special, and I hope we do something this year because of how beautiful that story would be. I mean, obviously, we're biased; we want it every year, right? But I think the story is there this year. It is there.
I agree 100%. All right, Les.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Hold on. I'm just scrolling through notes that I've made throughout here. So, just about favorite moments for the 07. Do you have any from 13?
Oh, 13.
That one was at.
So I will piggyback off if you do 13. Right. I was going to ask 18 as well.
Yeah, it's a little different because that one was.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
So add 13 and 18 after that. I want to hear.
Okay,
that. Go for it, Louise.
So 13 was like, all right, cool. We're hot. It's all good. It was special because of what had happened earlier that year.
Yes, very.
In Boston. And it was perfect timing. It was one of those storybook seasons, right, where you could make that into a Hollywood movie, right, and have it be a heartbreaker and bittersweet and all these things. To me, that was beautiful, and nothing came before the significance of what that season meant. So, to me, that's all I could think about.
Did you happen to be at the game? The ALCS
I was in the stands.
Game?
You were in the stands. Nice.
Yeah. Oh,
ALCS
you mean for Poppy?
the Poppy? Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the stands for that, and I remember thinking I thought I heard he said that, and then getting confirmation. Oh yeah, he did say that. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh no, not that. No, not that. The ALCS were oh my gosh. My mind's, you know what I'm talking about? Where he flipped over the edge in the ALCS. Yeah.
Oh no, I actually
Torrey Hunter.
Yeah, with
Torrey Hunter flips over.
Right. Sorry,
Yes.
that was way earlier in the season. Okay,
Yeah. I knew what you were talking about the second you said it, but yeah.
I wasn't there for that. I was there the day before and the day after, and to see him get his celebrity status from that was pretty cool. I remember the team also pumped out bobbleheads, I think, the following season, and those are a hot item.
Did.
Especially for BPG, a lot of them were trying to get their hands on it, and to see them like crack on him. A lot of these guys that were around even in 13, right? They were like at the tail end of their careers. You had all these like those old schoolers, all those old timer Boston cops were still around. Now you're seeing a lot of youth in most police departments, right? If you look around all these cities and municipalities, right? There's been a shift. But back then, that was cool to see and to have those behind the scene moments where you could see the cops cracking on him, like poking fun at him, like in a fun way, celebrating him. That was pretty cool.
How do you not celebrate that moment? That was like,
exactly.
Holy heck. Yeah.
So being around that was cool. And then for 18 to me was just the icing on the cake. And
right.
I remember the duck boat I was on were with some fan favorites. I was with JBJ, Dustin Pedroia. So it was cool to chat with him, right? And what was a tough year for him, right? Physically. And
yeah, it sure was.
He ended up walking away, but he was so adamant on even yelling to fans who could hear him that he didn't win this championship. Like, he's so kind. He's so like, just so humble, right? Even though I don't think we see it that way, because we're like, oh, he's got the locker room presence, right? He's that guy in the clubhouse who's behind everyone and mentoring and coaching and bringing that winning mentality. As fans, we like that. So you are very much a part of it as anyone else. Right. But he was so 100%. Adamant on putting it on his teammates. They did this. I didn't do this. And I respect that. I respect that, even though I was telling him, bro, you don't need to think that way. This is for you. It's all good. You earn this too. So that was cool to share a boat with him. And who else was on there? It was Ben Attendi was on our boat as well. And
Betty Teddy.
We had a pretty good group. and I'm a wrestling fan, so to have that Triple H custom Red Sox WWE belt in our boat.
Okay. Awesome. Yes.
I was trying to hold on to it, but Justin had a strong hold of that as well.
Can't blame him for taking that one. Yeah, no, I just met Pedroia for the first time actually this summer, and could not have been a more humble, sweet guy. I mean, poor guy just was getting mobbed at Kaufman. He was there with his family, just watching ball, and it happened to be the weekend that the Red Sox were there, so that whole Devers thing was happening.
Okay, yeah.
So we were like, are you here for this? Or are you just here in town? Like, what's going on? Because regular seats, he wasn't in a suite or anything. But I hit him before he got mobbed, so I did feel a little better about it. But I was like, oh my gosh, there's no way that I am sitting a row from you and not going over to say hi and get a picture. There's
good for you, as you should. As you should.
No way.
I did that recently. And I mean like days ago, whenever it was that we had our last homestand before the break. Jeff Fry is a guy that I watched in the 90s. And I remember as a kid, like, that guy played the game the right way. I always had my eye on him. I loved the way he went about the game. And he had tweeted that he was coming to Fenway. I'm like, I'd love to say hi. Like, you were my guy growing up. And all those, those 90s guys that went through the Red Sox during that time. You got Jose Canseco, pretty like polarizing guys, but also you got like Troy O'Leary, Darren Lewis, Nomar, right? A young Nomar. 99 All-Star game. All that. Like, he was around for those years. I'm like, I need the insights. I want the stories. And so he was really gracious, gave me his phone number. Come say hi. Love to chat it up. And we did. And to me, that was like a pretty cool moment where I got to just be a fan and have that moment of closure with someone I rooted for growing up who, he wasn't Big Papi or anything, but as Red Sox fans, we know everyone up and down the roster pretty much. And so that was cool for me. I'm still a fan. It's okay. It's okay to be a fan and to root for the team. The ups, the downs, the spending, the not spending. We're all loyal.
It's amazing. Like, because I like I said, I'm a lot older, so I got to just recently meet Oil Can Boyd as well, and I was about fangirling because I was like, "There's no way I'm not asking for a picture." There's no way.
There's me. Oh, that is awesome. I love that, Leslie.
My
What's-
Oh, I
background.
love that, Louise.
Oh, I love it. I don't know
That's
if you
awesome.
can
Cool
see
dude.
him. He's
What
Oh,
you
right.
yeah.
got?
Is it on the wall there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
is on the
Yeah,
left.
yeah, yeah.
That is
Oh, I
awesome.
see it. I see it.
Yeah,
top
yeah,
left.
yeah. There it is. Yep.
There's no
Selfie,
way. I
right?
mean, there's just
Yeah.
no way that you're not getting
Yeah.
that picture with
Yeah.
any of them. And I like made
Love
Embry
that.
take a picture with me as well because I'm like, no, I watched it. It was amazing. I was
Yeah.
at game 7. There's no chance this is not happening. So
Exactly. You just got to go for it. That's it.
you got to. As a fan, you just
Yeah.
have to. Who knows what's gonna happen after that, but
You got to do it. Good for you.
got
Glad
it.
you got that moment.
It's
For,
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I would say for me, like I've been a Red Sox fan since I was a kid, but like so I'm a huge Tanner Houck guy. He was from near my area, and he went to Mizzou. So when he was in town, one of his family members, I was going to get an autograph, and I was like, man, he was just like going to the opposite direction as I am when we're at Busch, and I'm like, oh man. I don't really see that much Red Sox coming in town, maybe like twice every other year, right? So this family member was like, oh, hey, you want that autographed? I'm like, yeah, here. Go for it. Yeah, here. So then right there, got the signature, got
There it is.
a picture and everything. I was
Gotta do it.
geeking out.
Yeah.
Geeking out, man. It was great. I had to for the Missouri boy, Illinois.
That's so
Missouri boy.
cool. Yeah. And just to like I'm looking in the background for you guys, like to just collect these mementos and pieces of Red Sox Nation is so cool. So cool.
Yeah. Because Stig's the one right behind me, and I'm telling I could have died. So
Yeah.
I
That's
actually
pretty
texted somebody, and I was like, I just met Kistig, and I can go home now. So
Yeah. That is, man. That's special.
it was really special. I mean, for me, it was. I don't know if anybody else would like geek out about it as much, but I was like, you did one of the greatest calls of my life. So
Yeah.
No, absolutely. He's a great guy. Yeah.
he's the sweetest.
All of it.
Yeah.
So Luis, going into the second part, going into next week, Phillies,
This week.
Cubs. Actually,
Cubs
it is.
Friday.
It's this week. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, away. Yeah, that's right.
Ooh.
That's right.
So Cubs, Phillies. I know we got Dodgers coming up. I know you have the trade deadline coming up. What is your expectation against the Cubs and Phillies and Dodgers, and who do you want to get at the trade deadline? What do you think? What are you thinking?
So, as much as I can and cannot say,
There you go.
I totally understand that.
It is very interesting to see all of the pieces that we currently have. And I think it's pretty clear that something has to give.
Right.
And what that is, Red Sox Nation can't agree on, which, in a way is a great problem to have. It's a luxury.
It is.
So to go from where we've been to even being in that position is a pretty big stride. So we're onto something here. And no one wants to see anyone really go. We shipped out what we thought was our biggest piece, and all of a sudden we got better. That's pretty cool. And Devers is my guy. Like, I love Devers. We say hi and whatever.
The salute.
Yeah, the salute.
Yeah.
That was like a pregame routine. Right? When I'm walking up the third baseline, I always start on that side, and it was always like, and they do this a lot in baseball. Like,
right. It's true.
So
it's true. Yeah.
He's a good dude, and he was very into when we do like cultural nights at Fenway that celebrated Latino culture or Dominican Heritage Day, and he would take pride in what Fenway would bring and the fans that would arrive and what we were about and everything. So to see him leave, I'm sure is also a culture shock for him to go from an organization that nurtured him from such a young age, right? But it's business. And now we're in this position, and business is not over. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. I keep seeing stuff about being linked to San Diego.
Right.
We'll see what happens there. I personally, on one side, it's cool to see Red Sox go to like the Dodgers and the Padres, right, as fans, because historically that's what always happens. They always end up there somehow. But hey, whatever it is that ends up transpiring, if it happens to be with San Diego, just give us Tatis. We'll call it a day.
Amen. Thank you very much. Done with the show. That's it after that.
That's it.
Give us Tatis. We'll take good care of him. It's all good. That's where I stand on that. But going into the second half, I do want to shout out my guy Jay for this shirt right here.
Yes,
all right, my guy Jay. He's become pretty infamous for calling the Ceddanne Rafaela home run, and that clip has gone viral because he was just so strong on his convictions. He knew it was coming, and he owned it. Right, he owned it. He wasn't just like, that's happening. He told us what was happening. Yeah, and he's been going for years. He's a season ticket holder.
Right.
He always wears his shirt. And it's not until now that people are like, I need that. I need that. I need that. So he's pretty Jay's been pretty like protective about where that shirt comes from. He's the keeper of the keys, rightfully so. And I've been told that I was going to get one by Jay for about 2 or 3 years now. And the day that we had coordinated already ahead of time for him to hand it to me was the day after the Ceddanne Rafaela home run, after his moment calling the shot.
That's a good day to get it.
So that was amazing. And so when so for the first time also in many years, and I mean many years, I got to enjoy the game as a fan. And so I'm making my round and I'm saying hi to everyone. And it was that day, the day that I was supposed to get the shirt. And maybe I made a day out of it because I wanted to go get the shirt. But I finally knew the shirt was in. And when I get to where he's sitting in his regular seats up the right field line, he's prepping to be interviewed on NESN by Jemai Webster.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, this guy's big time. Now I have to wait to chat with him. And so I went over. It looked like they were just getting ready for it. And I said hi. And I said, I know you're about to get started. I'll be out of your way. And he handed me the shirt. And Jemai saw that. And then he's like, what? He gets the shirt? And so I'm like,
yeah, you Jemai, put it on him. You put it on him, didn't you? Yeah,
I did. How'd you know that?
Yo, they showed you. They showed
on the broadcast.
Yeah, on the broadcast.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know. Okay, I had no idea.
Yeah, so they showed you putting the shirt on. Yeah, it was
really
funny. It was great. Yeah, look it up.
Oh, I had no idea. Okay,
you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so I thought it was pretty cool that he got to interview him in the shirt, but it didn't really go on him. I am a size small, men's small, and Jemai's jacked. He's jacked. Right. He's in good shape. So we had to get that in there, and he ended up wearing it just kind of over the shoulders, and he rolled with it. He owned it, and it was a pretty fire interview. I like where we're going. I like where we're going. Little moments like that also help to push us to the finish line for October.
Yes, it does.
Agreed.
Those little moments. In fact, I feel like the 21st anniversary of one of the shirt you're wearing is coming up here in just a few days.
Cool.
Like a week.
Cool. A week away.
July 24th, right? So
yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is cool. And you said before we got started on this interview that you have a photo, right?
I do. It's at my parents' house. That and A-Rod with his Mickey Mouse gloves after the Royal thing bolted to the wall. So if you want to take it down, you have to take the wall with it. Thanks, Dennis Leary, for that idea. So
wow.
it's bolted to the wall.
Love it. It's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere. That was
just like its place in history. It's not going anywhere.
Just in time. I need that picture to be there. So yeah.
I love that. That's great.
Awesome. Well, as we start to wrap up the show, one more question for everyone. DC, we'll start with you, buddy.
So I'm actually going to skip asking a question and use this time to say thank you. I don't know how much time I have.
Appreciate it.
With the daughter in the back, but appreciate you coming back on. Great talking with you again. Feel free to come back on. I know it's not my show. I'm sure they won't mind if you ever want to come back on.
Well,
like I said,
you're welcome anytime.
Yeah,
you're a great face to the Red Sox.
This is family. Red Sox family, baby.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, and thank you for initiating this and getting us all connected and at the table here. This has been fun. Time flew. I know you're in different time zones. My EST flew.
Yeah,
right. Our central time is just there. It's just
there. You go.
Yeah. Fenway is family always. So
some of you still have sunlight. Mine's kind of waning away right now.
Still got some sunlight. Yeah, it hasn't hit.
Mine's done. But thank you. Thank you again.
No, I appreciate
your
you.
time.
Thank you.
If I ever,
really.
once
Thanks,
I make it up
Cece.
there, I'll come find you, but it probably won't be till next year.
Let me know. I'd love to host you. Give me a shout.
Good stuff. Leslie, got any final questions or final thoughts at all?
Final thoughts. I mean, as I wrote in and it's published now, I think we're headed to October ball. So, someone light some sage, pray the rosary on that one. And super fun to get to know you a little bit better. I will definitely reach out to you because I'm headed up there.
Oh, please
I can't
do.
remember which series, but yeah,
Okay.
I've been out the whole first half, but second half I hope to get up there quite a bit. So
you have a 20-game pack. How many do you get to enjoy?
Last year I got to do most of them, especially on the weekends. Any weekend game I was up there, but I had surgery, so I've just been out. And so hopefully the next half of home games I'm there for a lot of it. So
Good.
I have to take my goddaughter to one, and she's a very huge Jared Duran fan. And the reason she is a Red Sox fan is Jared Duran. So please, for the love of God, don't trade that man, because this is the one out of all of the girls. This is the one that's a Sox fan. I need this to keep going because
it's interesting.
She's in it.
I can, I see where she's coming from because of the Jared Duran fan club. Again, we mentioned earlier, has really grown and is very loyal and dedicated to his cause. So
yeah, I gave her a Jared Duran is him shirt from Surviving Grady, if you follow him at all, and she is in love with it. She wore it. I had to take a picture of it and post it, and Jared saw it and liked it on her Instagram, and I thought she was going to have a full-on meltdown.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I was like, okay, let's calm down a little bit.
How old is she?
She'd kill me for saying this on TV. 17. She's only 17.
17. Okay. No, it's all good. It's all good.
She desperately wants to be 18 for that reason.
She wants to be 18? She can go on her own to Fenway.
She can.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's great. Are are we all parents here? I'm a dad.
I'm not.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
A lot of nieces and nephews and godkids, though. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
same to that. Yes.
Yeah, but not a parent just yet.
Okay. I did want to shout out my son Kai.
Yes. I was going to say, if you have any final thoughts, thoughts or anything you want to shout out, go for it.
Two things. They don't really have to do with the Red Sox or being at Fenway.
Don't have to.
Do it.
I want to thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate it. This has been fun. Again, it flew. This was awesome. You're so great at what you do. Keep at it, and I'm looking forward to keeping in touch as well, and happy to talk on and off of this platform as well. And especially if you're at Fenway, come say hello. Give me a heads up before coming so we can connect. And I'd love to slap hands in person. And then second, as I was starting to say, I did promise my son Kai to shout him out for graduating the 8th grade with the Principals Award, which is their top prize for that graduating class.
Love that.
I'm very proud of him. I love you, Kai. And he's also a big Sox fan and loves going to Fenway. So
congrats, Kai.
Thanks for letting me getting that in. Appreciate it. Oh, he's gonna love hearing you guys say that. So thank you.
Good stuff. I love it, guys. But guys, follow our host, Leslie in Italy, on TikTok and Twitter. Please check out our episode and the amazing Luis Vasquez ball attendant. Guys, we will be back next week. Luis, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for being here. Overall, awesome stuff as a ball attendant and just in the community and the culture itself for everything, man. We really do appreciate you. But also, we do love that. We do love that dirty water. We'll see you guys next week. Go Sox. Peace.